Are you sick of pricey dishwasher pods that leave microplastics and chemicals on your dishes? I am.
We've got a 3-cent hack that will leave your dishes sparkling clean and keep your gut happy. This is going to change how you do dishes forever.
Hey, Provident Preppers, I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Colleen, and today we have a special treat for you because we are going to teach you how to make homemade dishwasher soap.
Kind of like this, but a whole lot better. These are the ones that we have been using, but I've always wondered what happens to the plastic wrapper when it goes into the washing. Well, we found out. What did we find out?
It ends up on your dishes and then on your fork and inside of you, and it messes with your microbiome. And so for us, we're
ditching them.
We're ditching them.
And we're making something that's even better, that does a better job at a whole lot better price.
Absolutely. So we want to thank Dr. Kyle Christensen. We did an interview with him last week, which we'll be releasing this next week. But he's amazing. And it's all about who's coming to dinner when disaster strikes. But one of the things that he talked to us about is how you really have to ditch this stuff because it's really bad for you. And this is his recipe. So shout out to Dr. Kyle Christensen for sharing it with all of us. Yeah. And it's made out of very basic, simple ingredients that are shelf stable. They'll last indefinitely on your shelf. So you can stock up and not worry that anything's going to go bad. Where if you're using the other kind of soap, it definitely has a limited shelf life. There's only 4 ingredients in this homemade dishwasher soap. This is washing soda. It's not baking soda. It's a little bit different. So make sure that you get washing soda. And this is citric acid, which we picked up on Amazon, but you can buy it all kinds of different places, but I would make sure that you get a good food grade citric acid. We'll leave a link just in case you want that. This is, you can use sea salt, but we are just using pink Himalayan salt because it's my favorite. That's what we have. Oh, and then lemon essential oil. That's it. Just 4 ingredients.
Kind of like we're getting back to basics.
Back to basics.
Which is kind of become my mode is, okay, let's go back to basics. I mean, there's so many things that are kind of messing things up. And if we just go back to some of the basic stuff that our forebears used, it's healthier for us, it's less money, and it's not all that inconvenient. You're gonna see how convenient it really is to make this.
Okay, now I don't wanna go all the way back to when I didn't have a dishwasher, so that I really like, but right. I like that this is only in good, clean ingredients. And it's so cheap. When Dr. Christensen told us about this, he said it's about 3 cents a load. And John didn't believe him because you can spend like 20, 40 cents per wash for the dishwasher pods.
Right.
You can spend a lot of money. And so 3 cents seemed a little bit
skimpy.
Skimpy?
But I did the deep math on this and okay, yeah. It came out to just about 3 cents for the 1 teaspoon scoop. This is actually a teaspoon and a half, which you would use if you were kind of having a greasy meal or something that was needed a little more. But so we use about 2/3 of this little scoop, and that's all you need. And I've been so impressed.
Yeah, we had to experiment with it before we shared it with you, just because we wanted to make sure that it really worked. And my dishes are so much cleaner, crazy cleaner. So let's get to making this. Super easy. You want some type of a glass jar with a lid. This is the washing soda. We have 1 cup of washing soda.
And you need 1 stir. That's me.
And 1 stir. All right, and then this is a 1/4 cup of citric acid. And a 1/4 cup of salt. And now while he's doing that, I need 20 drops of my essential oil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
that smells good.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
You see how important my job is? This is a super important job.
Super important job. And maybe we should just put the lid on and give it a little shake.
Yep.
Now, one of the things about this is it smells amazing.
Really does.
Even when I open up the dishwasher after they're done, it smells so good. All right. That's it.
Pretty straightforward, very simple, and truly back to basics.
So when it comes time for my dishwasher, I'm just taking that much, pouring it into my dispenser, and starting my dishwasher. You'll be amazed how incredibly clean your dishes turn out.
I was really impressed, and Mama was really impressed. She was doing the first batch,
so impressed.
and she pulled them out, and she said, there's not water spots on these like there usually is. So I got looking at it, and yeah, they were extremely clean, and I was more than moderately impressed. I was super impressed.
We use a lot of plastic containers where we make a big meal, and I freeze individual portions in these little plastic containers. And I don't put those in the microwave, but it's really good to store them. Well, those are always covered with all kinds of gross stuff when I take them out. And this, there was nothing. Now, one of the things that I did notice is that after we've used this, or after we've made this up for a little bit, right now it's very fluid, but after a little while it'll get clumpy. And so you might have to break up the clumps a little bit. But wow, I think it's an amazing option because it's less expensive so that we can use our hard-earned money on something else. And it helps to keep us healthy and get rid of some of the chemicals that we're adding to our life. So I'm all over this.
I think it's wonderful. And we will put the recipe down in the description. We encourage you to try it. I think it's just an amazing thing. And like I said, I'm really kind of getting back to this. Okay, let's go back to a simpler time and using simpler ingredients. And they do just as well or better.
So talking about that, for our question of the day today, what great recipes do you have for homemade cleaning products that cost less and reduce your exposure to toxic chemicals? Comment below and share with us so that we can save money and all be a little bit healthier. And thanks for being part of the solution.
And continue to be Provident Preppers.
Yes. This is so cool, you guys. Seriously, I wish I would have found this years ago. Thanks, Kyle. We really appreciate you sharing.